There has been a prolonged period of discontent among the country's nurses for quite some time. A proposal was sent to the Ministries of Health and Finance as it relates to improvements in working conditions and wages. The government responded to those requests, and on Wednesday, an agreement was finally met. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark sought to explain what is entailed in the agreement.
We are able to arrive at a 4-year wage agreement within the context of the Government of Jamaica policy with 5% in year 1, 2% in year 2, 4% in year 3, and 5% in year 4.
Dr. Clark added that in the agreement, the government has increased the provision for master's scholarship from $1 million to $1.5 million per scholarship, and the amount available for the provision of tertiary grants from $5 million to $8 million. Nurses traveling at late hours will also be provided with an additional 4 30-seater buses to the Ministry of Health and 1 15-seater bus to the NHA's office. NHA President Carmen Johnson detailed the improvements the association expects coming out of this new agreement.
So we're hoping that us on the other side will seek to look at what we have gotten, and that it will also seek to provide some impetus to keep the nurses, to drive them to stay a little longer within the country. And so, having been told what the economic plans are and the promises that we should see better before the end of the 4 year with the whole reform that is to take place, we are hopeful and we remain cognizant that we should have better relationship, we should be better financially, and we should be better as individuals living in a country where the cost of living goes up and the exchange rate doesn't stabilize itself. And so we're hopeful that things should get better and that things can get better. And we'll seek to monitor and we'll seek to ensure.
She also pointed out that despite an agreement being made, the point must not be ignored that healthcare facilities are still without adequate equipment.
So though we may be signing where our economics may shift a little, but our working environment and conditions may remain the same, but we nevertheless will continue to agitate and we won't relent, because then it is our responsibility to ensure that the best is offered to the populace of this country.
Cody Ann Barrett, Frontline News.